I need you to know that I'm excited to hear from you all today. I'm excited to tap into you all today. I'm Amanda Sapp here on Amazing 102.5 FM, your Do Good Through Good station where we're changing lives one listener at a time. I cannot wait to share with you the guests that I have in the studio with me today, but I want to tell you a little bit about them. So please turn your volumes all the way up. This particular guest, he's a social media manager with 6 years experience who now is the social media manager for the Texas Southern University Community Engagement Corps. He works to organize, curate, and create information regarding healthcare resources and vital information to the Houston community. From operating media efforts for assisting with community based partners, he is dedicated to spreading awareness of monthly topics and issues that the TSECEC covers on a monthly basis. He would consider himself ambitious, driven, and humorous. Please welcome onto our amazing airwaves, Mr. Amir Gooden. Great morning.
Thank you so much. How are you?
I'm wonderful, blessed, and highly favored, and so excited to have you on the line today with us. For someone who is just hearing about you for the very first time, please tell us just a little bit more about you.
Awesome. So, my name is Amir, first and foremost. I'm a social media manager. I've been doing this, like you said, for about 6 years. I actually started as a journalist. So, big writing background. Worked in Dallas for a little bit, actually, right after my graduation. Came back home and kind of find my footing in marketing and social media. So, a lot of Photoshop, Canva, things of that nature. I got to combine a lot of my favorite interests. Worked a lot of jobs in the process for a lot of different companies and places and found myself at TSU. So here I am.
So glad to have you on the airwaves with us today. And for good reason, you've got an upcoming event that we need to talk about that we'd love to share with our listener. Please just tell us a little bit about what we've got coming up in September with the face to face, shoulder to shoulder. Let's talk about prostate cancer.
Absolutely. So the TSU CEC is hosting an event called, like you said, Face to Face, Shoulder to Shoulder. Let's talk about prostate cancer. And essentially, we're really wanting to spread awareness about prostate cancer in the community. It is devastating for Black men. We are, I want to say, diagnosed. I think it's twice as often as white men. We also pass away at a much younger age, and from lesser serious cases than other ethnic groups do. So we're really wanting to make sure that people are getting tested. People are aware that this is happening. If you have a history of cancer in your family, for our community especially, it is vital that we have the information about your health and just in general. So we're hosting this event to give out a lot more information. We have screenings. We're also doing a sweepstakes. So as much as we can to get word out about it and post the blue ribbon. You know, we talk about the pink ribbon in October, but the blue ribbon in September, we want to make that just as important.
Listen, tell me how you all are going to be intertwining social media into raising awareness for this event. I know there's some great things happening where people who are engaged can win a few prizes. Tell me a little bit about that.
Absolutely. So we have a contest called Take a Swing at Prostate Cancer. And essentially what it is we're leaning on the community as well to help us spread awareness for prostate cancer. So what you can do is one of the mini contests is first and foremost, you can create a video, a skit using any of the information that we've been posting about prostate cancer and take that and make a TikTok video, YouTube, whatever you'd like to do. And essentially when you make that and tag us, you're entered into a competition to potentially win 4 Astros tickets. So you can go to one of the home games before they go into the playoff seasons because they always go, right? There's also another chance just for liking and subscribing to all of our channels. You're entered to win some gift cards. We'll also have another few contests that we'll be having at the actual event itself on September 16th. So as much as we can give away, as much as we can do to get people interested in talking about this, we want to. So.
Can you tell us about some of the partnerships that you have with this upcoming event that's happening on September 16th from 10 a.m. to 2?
Mm-hmm. So we have Aetna, we have Rainbow Health, we have even the Harris County Precinct 2, a lot of different partners coming out to help us with these screenings, to help organize. I know we're going to have volunteers as well. It's going to be tons of people just ready and willing to give the community a lot of information regarding this. And not just September 16th, but just moving forward. You know, it's not just about this one day, but about actually making sure that we're continuing this conversation and more people are aware of what prostate cancer is doing, how treatable it actually is, and what they can do in the process, just in telling their dads, their brothers, anyone in your life that may need this information. We want to spread that to them. So
I love that. I love that. How important is this to you, Amir, to be able to merge technology in this way as it relates to content creation and making sure that the word gets out to the right people who need to hear this?
Yeah, this is community based work I've honestly never been able to do before, and it is a different type of fulfilling. I've worked with travel agencies, game companies, I've worked in an agency before, and nothing is quite as fulfilling as knowing what you're doing is really helping change somebody's life, and even if it's one person, that's you help save one person. So it's a lot different than just trying to sell something or trying to get someone to sign up for something, but you're really trying to make sure that the community that I'm a part of, like natively, is like healthy, and it's not something we really think about too often. At least I didn't. And in doing this work and seeing just how little we actually get to talk about this, especially in our community, resources can also be very limited. So to be able to give this out for free to anyone who needs it is just a different sort of rewarding. So
Love that. The face to face, shoulder to shoulder, let's talk about prostate cancer event. It's happening on September 16th from 10 a.m. to 2 at the Progressive New Hope Church, located at 3106 Page Street in Houston, Texas. You all are doing this in a hybrid way. People can join in person or on Zoom. Is that right?
yes, if you cannot make it in person, we always have webinars that go with our seminars. So you can go to our websites or our link tree. I'm sure I'll have to get it linked somewhere for you, but essentially you can go there and register for free. You can watch the entire thing. If you can't make it in person, there's still contests online for you to win as well. So we're making sure everyone is included in everything that we're doing. So if you can make it in person, if you can watch online, we just want you to be there.
Love it. Love it. Amir, we do have to wrap this interview up, and we like to leave fans, followers, listeners, and supporters with something inspiring, something empowering, something they can take with them the rest of the day, the rest of the week, and all the way up to the weekend. What do
Mhm.
you want to leave us with today?
I would just say to focus on what you're working on and just know that it's doing something for you. I was just, for the better half of this year, just really working and trying to figure out my own career. And I ended up here and I love it. So I always think about all of the jobs I had before really don't relate, but all the skills I picked up along the way really do help with what I'm doing today. So just making sure that, they're, even if it doesn't feel important, it's important. All those skills, all those things that you're doing right now do add up, and they feel like a Saturday. We talked about the weekend. So just having that feeling of like, man, I made it is nothing like it.
Love that. And how do we find you?
You can find me personally on everything. I guess you can Google my name. I know on Instagram, I think my username is Peep Amir here. As far as for the TSUCEC, we are the Texas Southern University Community Engagement Corps on everything. So we have a link tree with all of our channels. We have a newsletter as well that you can get more information from, particularly about these events and other upcoming events. So we are literally all one Google away from just connecting. So please do.
Awesome. Amir Gooden, thank you so much for joining me here today on the Amanda Sapp Morning Show. Really appreciate you. Next time, we'll have to have you in the studio with us.
Awesome. And yes, absolutely, I will be there.
Everyone, look, thanks so much for tapping in and tuning into the Amanda Sapp Morning Show here in Amazing 102.5 FM. I'm going to leave you with the same thing I always leave you with. Be the change you want to see. And if not you, who? If not now, when? This is the Amanda Sapp Morning Show on Amazing 102.5 FM. Until next